Hey guys, it's Evan the Cat King here with another What If Total Drama video. Today is What If B, our boy B, he's the star of the episode, sort of. What if he talked in Revenge of the Island? What if he spoke? What if he was talking the whole time? What if he would, yeah. That's what this episode is all about. What if the smartest man in total drama ever could talk? But yeah, let's let's get right into it. Here we go for the first episode, and the toxic rats have B here to get things done faster because he can just tell people what to do instead of implying it. I think this will allow the toxic rats to win the challenge. They weren't too far behind, and now they will get through fast enough to beat the maggots. The big mansion will still get blown up either by the other team or Chris being himself and just blowing it up because he feels like it. Now we have the elimination, and I think that based on first impressions, Anna Maria is getting voted off here. She was very just not helpful in the challenge. I'm pretty sure it wasn't like a case where she like jumped on a trampoline and started just bouncing head first off of like the bottom of the like totem thing over and over again. She wasn't a nice person. I feel like they would vote her off first. It was either her or Cameron, and I feel like she's getting out over Cameron here because, well, I think Joe will, even though Joe probably doesn't like Cameron, like, I think yeah, I don't know. It feels like, yeah. Now, Truth or Laser Shark, the winner of this challenge won't change because B being able to talk won't help because they quit the first challenge and he doesn't need to talk for the obstacle course. This leads to the elimination, which will be Stacy. Stacy is gonna get voted out here. She's always gonna be the first one voted out of the toxic rats. It's just how it's gonna be. Ice Baby. This challenge has Scott being an idiot with his stupid strategy and causes the loss and tries to blame it on B. But B will create a counter argument and save himself. Well, I was having a bit of trouble figuring out who would get voted out here. It could be Scott here because he technically sabotaged the challenge, but at the same time, I feel like he could easily create a counter argument about why would I sabotage our team on purpose. Like, that could be an easy thing. He could say maybe it just slipped or something. I don't know. But either way, so I don't think Scott gets out here, and instead I think that this is going to be where Dakota gets eliminated. I have notes. Dakota gets eliminated here because she's not doing anything in this challenge. She's gonna stay back and she's gonna just sit around in the one plate inside and just not do anything. Like she hasn't done anything helpful. She's getting eliminated here. Backstabbers ahoy! Brick gets to join the toxic rats. So, yeah, Brick is joining the toxic rats, and now the challenge will stay very similar because Scott backstabs the team, as the title says. This leads to him placing the stolen things ruse on B because he is very suspicious of him after he tried to blame the previous loss on him. B is going to get an extra episode here. Scott will be able to actually outsmart him for once by stealing everybody's stuff and then placing it in like a bag of bees or something. Like I think that could very well be the case. He won't go after Dawn because, well, B is definitely his main opponent in this situation. Runaway model. This challenge could go in two different ways. Either the usual thing happens or Dawn uses animal power stuff. I think that the stupid guys are just going to refuse to listen to Dawn and they lose because of it. Sam gets to go home because he screwed up. So yeah, Sam stays eliminated here. A mine is a terrible thing to waste. This is where Joe and Scott swap teams. So Joe comes over here, Scott comes over here. And now this is where Brick saves like Mike. I think it's Mike and Zoe in the challenge, and that kind of that results in them losing, and sadly that gets him voted off. Dawn is here, so she might side with him, but at the same time, I think Joe and Lightning will. I don't know. Brick gets voted out here. It's fine. He went out as a hero. The Treasure Island of Dr. McLean. This episode will be where Scott's main play occurs because he does have the immunity idol in this universe. Scott will throw the challenge knowing that the other three will vote for him, but because he has the idol, he gets to choose who goes home instead. This results in him sending Mike home. He probably knows that the merge is coming up, and that is the case. The merge is here. He does this because of the merge. He knows that the merge is right around the corner. It had to be. After this, there were only 6 people left. If there wasn't a merge, then that would make no sense. Yeah. So I think it's quite clear. I think that's his reasoning, and he splits up the trio of Cameron, Mike, and Zoe here, and that in going into the finale. Are going into the merge. Not the finale. Grand Chef Auto. This challenge has 2 possible winners. For this challenge, because Zoe came second and in the original, so she could be a winner. And Scott won't win because he doesn't have Mike to blackmail. He doesn't have anybody to blackmail in this situation. He probably finds the golden key, goes to use it, and then he just has no way of escaping, and then he kind of just walks. I see him walking or running, and then eventually he gets attacked by Fang. Because he gets attacked by Fang in every episode, and Lightning brings Fang to Scott. So either way, I don't think Scott's winning this. So Zoe is likely to win. She could win, but also I see Dawn being able to win here because she has her weird. Dawn is a weird situation because of her weird connection with animals. It seems very interesting because that definitely would help her in a lot of challenges. I feel in this case, I'm sure that she could there were animals in Chef's area, so I'm assuming she could probably be able to talk to cockroaches and get them to get her a key and a fast one. And I don't know. I think Dawn could do well in this. I think Zoe is the more likely winner. But either way, between those two, I don't think it matters who wins because either way, I see them both voting out Scott. Scott is eliminated here. Zoe's 100% targeting Scott. And Dawn doesn't like Scott. Dawn just does not like Scott at all. She's I don't think she's really ever liked Scott. And she misses B. Her and B were friends. Up, and away in my pitiful balloon. Yeah. Cameron wins this challenge and gets rid of Joe. That's the whole gist of this episode. This is Cameron's big. Cameron wins this one. That's just. It is what it is. I don't think Dawn's winning this. Even if she does have animal powers to get a bunch of animals to help fly her up there, maybe similar to Zoe. I don't know, but either way, Dawn is just not winning. Dawn ain't winning it, I don't think. Eat, puke, and be wary. This challenge will see Cameron win because he rides on Lightning's back and touches the pole first. Now, I think that Lightning is going to get voted out here. Lightning gets voted out here. He's the main threat because he doesn't have immunity. Cameron has immunity. And now the only reason Lightning stayed was because Scott was here. Scott was the 4th man and he was the main target. There was nothing he could do to stop. There was nothing they could really do to stop. There was nothing. I forgot what I was saying. But anyway, Scott was the main threat. It was the main target, so he was getting voted out. Now that he's gone, there is not a main target. Lightning is the main target. He's the biggest physical threat. He's just not as friendly as the other 3. Maybe they might be weirded out by Dawn, but I see them voting Lightning here. Now, the Enchanted Frankenforest. This challenge will have Dawn be the winner. Dawn gets her big win in this season. She gets the final 3 challenge winner. I feel like this is a safe bet. Like maybe she could easily. I don't know if her is her weird powers. They might be able to work on Larry. She might be able to talk to Larry, tell Larry that, oh, I want to take this flower. I'll bring it back or something like that, and then Larry will let her have it, and then he'll just go after Zoe and Cameron. I feel like Dawn wins this one. And then when it comes to choosing who she faces in the finale, I see her choosing Zoe here. I think that she has probably got she knows a lot about Zoe through her aura or whatever, and I feel like she would want Zoe to be in the finale get to the finale because, well, Zoe has had a hard life or whatever. I don't know, but either way, that is what if be talked in Revenge of the Island. I hope you guys enjoyed. I thought that this one was a pretty good one. Yeah, but either way, see you guys I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!